What's up everyone, Nukin here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing who is the best Sith Imperial Retaliation Dark Side Territory Battle leader. Woo, that's a mouthful. Anyways, here's a few. Emperor Palpatine, Darth Maul, Darth Nihilus, another one is Darth Vader, he's not here right now. And what I've done is I've theory crafted it out, what makes each leader good, and we're going to look at why each leader is good in this game mode, and then I'm going to give my personal recommendation of which leader I think is best and who I think you should run. And then after that, it'll be up to you to make the final decision of which leader you use if you're even running Sith in this game mode. So sit back, relax, grab a cold one, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. Alright, so let's get into some theory crafting, starting off with Darth Nihilus. So every leader is going to be better and better, so Nihilus is not the best option, but he is one of the top 4 in my opinion. So Darth Nihilus has some good elements, definitely has some bad elements, but here are his good ones. He's good against the rebel soldiers and spies. His leadership allows Sith allies to not crit, so because they're not critting, they won't give any bonuses to those units. His leadership has no random number generator RNG elements to it, so you're looking for consistency in territory battle missions, so that's good. He does have the best sustainability, and he has a Zeta option that makes it even better, but you're not required to Zeta any of his 2 Zetas to still win missions with Darth Nihilus. Let's get into some gameplay footage now, and I want to highlight specifically why he ends up not being the best leader. Alright, so here's Darth Nihilus lead in action. So when Darth Nihilus is in the leadership position, your Sith don't have protection, it's combined with their health. I specifically chose this clip to show the downside of the leadership. Every time they get hit by that airstrike, it hurts a lot. Watch this. Man, they're almost all dead. The good thing about this is they have good sustainability, so they can kind of get it all back. But if your characters are not geared up, or they're not fast enough, they're not going to have enough time to recharge their health pool to get back into the game. So you definitely can still win battles, but sometimes it gets really close, and I chose this clip specifically because I ended up losing the last wave here. Check this out. I think there's going to be a hit on Darth Nihilus that approaches 70,000 damage. I'm going to slow motion it right when the airstrike comes, and it is painful to watch. Alright, and so brace yourselves, 68k to the face. So I want to repeat myself, you can still win with Darth Nihilus, and if you've already Zeta'd him, you're welcome to run him, but I don't think he's the best Sith leader for this particular game mode. So let's move into who I think is a better leader. Alright, so let's move into who I think is the 3rd best Sith leader in the Imperial Retaliation mode. That's Darth Vader. So Darth Vader synergizes well with characters that have turn meter reduction because his leadership actually reduces turn meter, although there is a little bit of RNG involved. He has dot synergy, which stands for damage over time. There are other characters besides Vader like Darth Sidious and Darth Nihilus that apply damage over time on enemies, so there's some synergy there. The leadership allows those dots to never expire whenever he's alive, so rebel cleansers like the rebel pilot have less of an impact, and he's also a hero unit for this game mode, which gives him some special bonuses like being able to cleanse whenever he's using a special ability. So let's look at some gameplay footage with Darth Vader. And here's some footage. So we have Darth Vader in the lead with Palpatine, Darth Sidious, Sith Trooper, and Sith Assassin. So all of these characters have AoE attacks, area of effect attacks, which means that they're going to be hitting all the enemies. And if the enemies do not dodge the attack, there is a 50% chance to reduce 20% turn meter, so that's quite good. Palpatine's shock, I think, also have a opportunity to reduce the turn meter of enemy units, so that's good. And not, well, I get them confused, but Darth Sidious, who's technically Palpatine, has damage over time, and that synergizes very well with Darth Vader. He's all about dots. Sith Assassin and Sith Trooper work well together, and Sith Trooper is a great tank. So overall, you can win battles with Darth Vader. In some missions, you're required to actually use him as a leader, but to really make him work, you're going to have to Zeta his leadership ability, so that's a downside. Also, he's not the best unit right now in the game. He kind of needs a rework, and so he's not the top dog leader, even though he's a hero unit in this game mode, but he's definitely, you know, better than most Sith leaders. He's just not, in my opinion, the best. Of course, if you Zeta'd him, try him out, but let's move into someone who I think is even better, and that's Darth Maul. Darth Maul, I think, potentially is the second best Sith leader in the Imperial Retaliation Darkside territory battles. He is good against the Hoth Rebel soldiers and scouts, and that's because there's 4 waves in these missions, and every single wave is counted as a new encounter. So you start off with stealth, and you get a burst of TM turn meter every single wave. When you're in stealth, you cannot be critically hit, so that means that those units will not be getting any bonuses, and that also means that potentially you can get by with a less geared up team and less higher quality mods, so that's good. He also synergizes the most with all Sith. There's 9 Sith characters currently in the game. Some of these characters have debuffs, some don't, and because Darth Maul is just a generically good Sith leader, he ends up being, I think, second best in this game mode. And here's some gameplay footage from me. We have Darth Maul in the lead with the Zeta on his leadership ability. And then I have a Zeta SwGoH here on the team. I don't think you need to run SwGoH on the team with Darth Maul in the lead. And even if you run him, I'm not sure if you even need to have him Zeta'd for this game mode, but it will help, of course. So Darth Maul is quite good. And a lot of people already kind of have him Zeta'd anyway, because there was a Sith meta in around February to April range of 2016. So if you have him Zeta'd, try him out. I think he's the second best Sith leader. He's quite good with characters like Emperor Palpatine, because Palpatine is kind of fragile, and so when you're getting into stealth, you're kind of protecting Palpatine, and he can't be critically hit when he's in stealth as well. And characters like Darth Nihilus are exceptional at killing elites with Annihilate, and getting all that burst of turn meter helps you to get his ability off very quickly. We did have Darth Maul and Palpatine die in this battle, but that's okay. We still pulled it off, because whenever a character dies, you do not lose the leadership ability, so we're still able to gain the benefits of Darth Maul even if he ends up dying. So this is some Phase 4 Darkside TB action over here. We even lost Darth Nihilus, but we pulled it out, so he's a pretty good leader in Darkside TB. Lastly, we have Emperor Palpatine, who I think is the best Sith leader for the Imperial Retaliation game mode. Emperor Palpatine, aka Papa Palps, has anti-rebel mechanics. His leadership is good. It's anti-rebel. There's no RNG elements tied to it, and you're looking for consistency in territory battle missions, but because of course you cannot retreat. His leadership for Sith allies allows you to have sustainability, probably the second highest amount of sustainability, right behind Darth Nihilus, because every time you debuff an enemy, you're going to be restoring your health. And it turns Papa Palps into a demigod when he's in leadership position, because he's also Empire. He's going to be getting a lot of turn meter whenever he's going off and landing his debuffs as well. And his leadership has no Zetas required, so you can run him out the gate. And here's the last gameplay footage for this video. We have Emperor Palpatine, Papa Palps, in the leader position, and man, this guy is good in this game mode. And what's crazy is that his leadership ability doesn't even have an option for a Zeta, so he has room for growth. So I think eventually they'll give Emperor Palpatine a Zeta so he can be, you know, better outside of just this game mode in particular. So there's room for growth, and the reason why he's good is because I think he was designed to be, you know, balanced around being the leader. When he uses debuffs, because he's also classified as an Empire character, so when he's landing that shock on his basic or doing his AoE ability, which stands for area of effect ability, and doing that AoE stun, he's getting turn meter when he's doing that, when he's in the leader position. So he gets to like fly through, and it feels like his cooldowns are less than what they are usually, and that's really huge. So he kind of turns into a demigod. At least I think so. We also have SwGoH, Darth Maul, Darth Nihilus, and Sith Assassin on this team. And I'm not saying that this is the team to run with Emperor Palpatine, but I am saying that he is definitely the best leader for this game mode. So whenever any Sith characters have debuffs, they get a bunch of health as well. He's just overall a great leader, and I think it's a no-brainer. You don't have to invest any Zetas, he's not the hardest character to gear, and he's very flexible. Alright, so time to wrap up here. We went over 4 different Sith leaders in the Imperial Retaliation Dark Side Territory Battle mode, and I gave my recommendation of Emperor Palpatine being the best leader for this game mode. The other leaders are quite good, and we talked about why. So leave a comment down below, you know, which Sith leader you're running right now, and if after watching this video you intend to run a different Sith leader. And if you have any questions, make sure to drop a comment below as well. I'll try to get to you if I have time. So, of course, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers. The killers understand it.